Hey guys, today is part 8 in the center bed rebuild. Today we put the final layer of compost on top. And that's what's going on at Noah's house. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm not in the garden yet, per se. I'm figuring out how I want to do this. This is part 8, and this will be the final installment of the center bed rebuild. Hopefully this is a shorter video. The last video was like 17 minutes long. What the hell? If you want to watch it, watch it. Hey, if I got you here in the beginning, like, subscribe, share the video around, share the channel around. We're building stuff, we're gardening, we're smoking pipes, we're talking about different pipe tobaccos. Probably get banned because I said tobacco. What are you going to do? But I'm at the bottom half of the yard because I just went and got some good mushroom manure, mushroom compost, mushroom castings. I really don't know what you want to call it, but I get it from a little local place right up the street from me. I'll leave their information in the description down below. They used to be called Strange Roots, and now they're Pittsburgh Landscaping Supply, I do believe. But if you're local to generally the Pittsburgh area, you give those guys a call. They have all your dirts and your pavers and your mulches and your, colored mulch, double shred mulch, all the good stuff. Good woodpecker keeps pecking at this one tree. But I put my truck down here because I doubt I'm going to use a whole scoop, and I store everything over there, which you guys know from other videos, and I'm going to mix like 3 buckets of this and 1 bucket of horse manure or something like that. And I have a little bit of the homemade stuff left, and I'm going to throw that in there. But I didn't want to do it up by where I had the truck when I had the topsoil, because then I'd have to drive my truck down when it was over, and this may not be the best. Regardless, I'm pushing a wheelbarrow up, so I just thought about how heavy it might be. A lot of times this stuff is a lot lighter than soil. But I'm going to go get my wheelbarrow, and I have some buckets over there to measure some stuff out. I'll get mixing up. I'm thinking it's probably going to be 3 wheelbarrows per bed. And then there's actually 3 of the bigger beds that need amended. I haven't done that yet, and I'll do that today. But this is just for the center bed. But this is going to finish it off. We'll be leaving. We were going to leave today. We're going to leave tomorrow on my short little RV trip out into Senecaville Lake in Ohio. So that'll give this, because this is still a little hot, a little steamy, but that'll give it a good couple days, a week probably before, probably even 2 weeks. Our weather, it's freezing today. It's 48 degrees in the end of April. But that'll give that enough time to sit, soak down in the bed, cool down, and before we go planting into it. So let me get my wheelbarrow, some shovels, some buckets, and we'll start mixing some of this stuff up. Can't wait. Okay guys, I got 1 wheelbarrow load up there, and I think 1 per bed is going to cover, and then another one and half, just to top it off, because once we get up there, I'll show you, that I like to have it higher because it's going to sink down, and it's going to sink down fast. Just, from this first putting it on, it's kind of fluffy. It's going to compress down, but I'll show you what I have going on here. This is some horse manure I got about 9 months ago or so. So it's been sitting, rotting down even more than what it was. And I'm putting 1 5-gallon bucket of this and 3 5-gallon buckets of the mushroom compost. Just it's the mix I came up with in my head. And I figure, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I do have the other 3 beds I have to amend. I'm going to do that today. Probably do it with the same style mix. Maybe change it up a little. I'm not really sure. I'll show you my horse manure I have. We'll go over to the truck and I'll show you the mushroom compost. So here is my horse manure, and I got more than what I bargained for. I just really wanted 1/2, but I had almost two filled. And when you get this stuff, you're gonna get pieces of plastic and bits of stuff that you probably don't know about. Oh yeah, here's the leaf mold rotting down. And I think I do have a little bit of the homemade compost over there, so I may throw some of that in. Maybe it's just a couple shovelfuls, I don't really know. Okay, so now we'll go over to the truck, and I'll show you that stuff. It is kind of warm, just shoveling it out. And I was like, wow, this is kind of hot. But like I said, it's going to be sitting on there for a couple weeks until I plant on into it, or more. 2.5 weeks probably. So it's definitely going to cool down, and I will check the temperature before I go planting into it. But let's go load up some mushroom manure, mushroom compost, whatever you want to call it. And then we'll go up top and we'll talk about what we're doing in the beds themselves. It's working out, getting a little exercise today. Okay, we're over at the truck. Like I said, I measured in 5-gallon bucketfuls is pretty much a no-brainer. You can measure out however you want. If you want to put some perlite in your mix now to loosen it up, I did that years ago on a bed. You know, big bird ran across my roof. I didn't really think it did much, and the perlite just eventually goes away. But you can add it in if you want to try to lighten your mix up. If you guys remember some of the videos from last year, some of my beds were getting kind of silty, really fine. So over here, this was a pile of wood chips from 5 years ago probably, and it just rots down. So I added that to some beds to try to give it some structure. But right here, this is the mushroom manure. Which, whoop, there's a hand. And like I said, it is a little hot, but it's good stuff. Yeah, it smells like, you know, it smells like what you'd think. It doesn't smell bad. But like I said, there's my 1 bucket of that. I'll throw a bucket of that in, mix it up, throw another bucket in, mix it up. And that will get us going. Bring the old tripod up to the beds. And the transformation when you put this deep, dark, black, I almost said flavorful, beautifully rotted down compost, depending on what you're getting. And if you have to, if you can't get bulk or go to a place, and you have to go to a lawn and garden store and get it in the bag, I like to try to get the smaller local places. But if that's what you have to do, that's what you have to do. That's fine. Just get some good organic stuff. You don't want to get, there's some weird ones out there. I've used them before. But also, if you do have a landscaping supply place, a lot of them for a nominal charge will have it delivered. If you notice, usually in my videos when I'm messing with my truck, especially in my top yard, I always put down a blue tarp. That's to catch the extra and also not have a bunch in the grass right there. Well, here I don't have the tarp. I want to take my tailgate off, and when I lowered it down, it ran across the tailgate. So I still have my tailgate on. Usually I take my tailgate off. But if you do want to get something delivered, it's you can go to Harbor Freight or a place like that. You can get yourself a really big tarp. I don't want to say blue tarp because they're mostly always blue. You can lay that down, and it also gives them something to aim at to dump your stuff on. But like this right here, this was around $40, and this is a cubic yard, I do believe. 1 scoop, I call it. But they will deliver, and this guy's only a mile away from me. So check into the bulk stuff if you have a lot of beds to fill, because if you have a lot of beds to fill and you're going with bags, it might bump your price up a little bit. But let me scoop and do some mixing, and I'll meet you guys up top. Whew, well, now we're at the top. Now we're at the garden. Look at the beds. Now you can see the one over there that I amended already. And remember what I was saying when I was down at the truck, how amazing and how good this stuff looks. Like when you first do it, you're like, wow, look at that. That's like if you were a plant, you want to grow in there for sure, because look how beautiful that is. Well, like I said, this 1 wheelbarrow should get me my first layer, and then I'm going to bring another wheelbarrow and mix up, just because I want to layer more on. So if this is your surface, I want to have it an inch or so above so it can sink down and as you water it and stuff like that. So let's whip the other wheelbarrow load on. Okay, that's pretty much it. That was 1 wheelbarrow of the mix, and you know, you don't want to see any of your filler dirt, any filler, whatever. You want to have your compost. That's what you want to see. That's what you're going to be planting into. But like I said, more than likely I'm going to get 1 more wheelbarrow to top off, bring it up just a little bit more, and I'm going to be bringing up some because I got to amend these beds over here. These I amended in fall. These ones I'm going to do in spring. That's just kind of how it went. But let me pop the camera off and just give you a walk around tour and show you around about what you're going to end up with. All right, so here we go. Check them out all topped up. Now I used to be able to zoom out. Can't do it anymore. Don't know why. But check that out. How good does that look? Like, see over there, you can see some of the white. Well, that's what I don't want to see. I don't want to see any of that. I want to get that up because if you look at these beds over here, now these beds, this will be the third season for these guys. And every year I just amend them. And they haven't fallen that bad. You know, you get down a couple inches usually every year, but that's what you're going to put your compost in to top it off. This will be these guys' second year, and they fell about the same. Like I said, they were amended last spring, or excuse me, fall. I planted some carrots and stuff in there. It might have been too soon because it got kind of chilly. But check this out. Like I said, how good does this look? You know, maybe if I could do a before and then after shot. Good thing I got that wheelbarrow in there to make it look even better. But I think it looks great. It smells great. And it is ready in a couple weeks to receive some plants. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed all 8 parts of the center bed rebuild. I didn't really want to smash it into one video because nobody wants to watch Noah for 2.5 hours now. But I did want to take my time, show you how I build these beds. And there's a lot of people out there talking about how to build them. And you got different beds. You got birdies. I choose Vego. You have a whole bunch of imported beds you can get on Amazon. There's square ones. I like the rounded ones. There's super tall ones, there's super short ones, there's tree surrounds. There's kids' first bed, there's the herb bed. There's, like I said, you can pick and choose of what you're really looking for. But I hope you guys enjoyed the series. I hope you guys enjoyed all 8 parts. And I can't wait to come back with a planting video of what I plant in these beds. And hey, please like, subscribe, share the video around. Shoot me some comments down below. Let me know what you think, if you like it. If you're going to do it, if you did it and don't like it, or you did it and you do like it, let me know. I really appreciate the comments. Well, hey, from the garden on a brisk spring day, this is Noah. Thanks for stopping by.